Hello, everybody, and welcome back to RV Miles. Whether you're a seasoned RV enthusiast or a camping rookie, we've got a roundup of news that you don't want to miss. From the potential impacts of the debt ceiling crisis on our beloved national parks to the recent shifts in the RV industry, we're covering it all. We're also diving into some exciting discount opportunities for USAA members, and we'll wrap up with a truly moving story that unfolded on a Michigan highway. So grab your camp coffee and let's dive into this week's RV and camping news roundup. Many of you have asked me to dive into what the implications of the looming national debt crisis are on visiting national parks and other federal lands. The United States is facing a potential government default if the debt ceiling isn't raised by June 1st, and indeed, it's a scenario that could have a severe implication on public lands and national parks. When a government shutdown occurs due to lack of authorized funding, non-essential activities cease and most federal employees are sent home. This includes limitations on government resources such as park maintenance and resulting in work piling up in offices and litter accumulating in untended parks. There have been 4 shutdowns in U.S. history. During some, parks have been closed, ruining the vacations of millions of people. During others, they have been left open with an unsupervised mess of visitors, some of whom vandalized some of our most special places. In the event of a government default, however, where the government exceeds its legal borrowing limit, the situation becomes more complex and uncertain. This is a scenario that has never occurred in the history of the United States. The Treasury would need to decide how to pay or put off paying its bills, potentially affecting payments to Social Security beneficiaries, veterans, and military families, as well as impacting sectors like air traffic control, law enforcement, border security, national defense, food safety, all of it. It's expected that the Treasury would first pay off debt and pay off interest on the debt, but it's unknown what they will actually do. It's still unclear which programs would continue to receive funding in such a scenario. Debt defaults have been used as a negotiation tactic for the last few decades, and the real risk of actually defaulting has been low. But this time, there seems to be more and more lawmakers in Congress who are willing to let the debt ceiling negotiations crumble. As of the last meeting, President Biden and House Speaker McCarthy were unable to reach an agreement on raising the U.S. government's $31.4 trillion debt ceiling. Discussions will continue, with both sides understanding the critical need to avoid a default. But it's important to note that even when an agreement is reached, it will take several days for legislation to move through Congress to prevent a default, and the deadline is coming up very, very quickly. If you're planning on traveling to public lands, or even at all, to be honest, in the coming weeks, keep a close eye on this. Well, RV sales are down a good 30% or so this year, but is the impact being felt unevenly across the industry? Some companies like Camping World are still expanding, buying up more and more dealerships, growing their massive chain to be an even bigger dominant force in the industry. For stockholders, Lippert and Winnebago Industries have recently approved quarterly cash dividends, and most RV stocks are up year to year. That's quite the head scratcher, considering that folks that I've talked to in Indiana have been concerned lately about the survival of many of the smaller dealers and suppliers in the RV industry. And then there's the worker. Elkhart County, Indiana, where most RVs are manufactured, was the darling of American manufacturing throughout the pandemic. In just 1 year, Elkhart has seen its unemployment rate rise to above the national average at 3.9%. Historically, that's still not terrible, but lots of people have been laid off, and there are early signs of a housing market crash in the Elkhart area. The RV industry has traditionally served as a reliable bellwether for the overall state of the U.S. economy. That's primarily due to the nature of RVs as a discretionary big-ticket item. When consumers are confident about their financial prospects and the economic outlook, they're more likely to invest in an RV or other big-ticket leisure activities. Conversely, a decline in RV sales often signals a more cautious consumer base, possibly predicting an economic slowdown. This relationship has been evident in several past economic cycles. For instance, during the run-up to the 2008 financial crisis, a slump in RV sales preceded the broader economic downturn. The recent downturn in the RV industry has again raised concerns about the overall health of the U.S. economy. As economic indicators go, the RV industry's fluctuations provide valuable insight into consumer sentiment and financial well-being, making it a unique and important sector to watch. But again, the stocks are up. More in a moment, but first, this video is sponsored by RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding. Abby, the kids, and I have been using their mattresses in our last 2 RVs, and we couldn't be happier. We're sleeping better, and we were able to customize them to fit our exact needs. Our kids' odd-sized bunks in the new trailer? Not a problem. RVmattress.com offers a 120-night sleep trial along with a 10-year warranty. Plus, their products are toxin-free and incredibly simple to set up. We had them shipped to campgrounds from their factory in Arizona, and you just unroll them and let them expand. RVmattress.com offers free shipping and is offering the RV Miles community 25% off when you visit RVmattress.com/RVMiles and use the code RVMiles, all one word, at checkout. That's RVmattress.com/RVMiles for 25% off with the code RVMiles, all one word. Our thanks to Brooklyn Bedding for supporting this channel and to you for supporting our sponsors. If you happen to be a USAA member, you may soon have deals available to you on RVs and RV-related products. Rollock, a technology platform that links the RV industry with customers, is partnering with USAA for a unique RV savings program designed to help members save on RV purchases, rentals, and accessories. It's expected to roll out in early June and will offer exclusive deals from participating manufacturers and could potentially save members up to $5,000 on a new RV. USAA is a well-respected provider of insurance, banking, and investment services for U.S. military members, veterans, and their families. Several manufacturers have already signed up to participate in the program at launch, including Integra Coach, Heartland RV, Highland Ridge, Jayco, Oliver Travel Trailers, Opus Camper, Starcraft, Thor Motor Coach, Tiffin Motorhomes, and Venture RV. In addition to savings on new RV purchases, members will also receive 10% off on RV rentals, parts, and accessories. Every now and then a story comes along that helps us remember just how unpredictable life can be. This week, drivers on I-75 in Oakland County, Michigan had a unique experience that they'll probably never forget. A cow somehow found its way onto the highway and was running through the traffic, causing quite a scene. But farmers came to the rescue and the cow was lassoed right in the middle of the road and returned to its owner. While it's not clear how the cow ended up on the highway, it serves as a good reminder to always expect the unexpected when you're out on the road. If you come across news that you think our audience would like to know about, send us an email at editor@rvmiles.com or find us on any social media, and make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. That's it for this week's RV and camping news, and we'll see you next time.